comics a lot. Maybe that's where it comes from.
Could be.
They really screwed over Knuckles. Do you know about Mega Tails?
No.
He goes green and turns into the Hulk.
Why? Where?
I have no clue. Anyways, we got to get to this match, and I got to get off the camera. So we've got Omega versus Sonido here. And it's honestly, damn. Like, this is... If you go to a flashback, you go to 404.
Yeah.
You're probably going to see this near the end of the bracket.
Yep.
So, pretty standard fare for Georgia local.
Yeah. I miss Scat.
Oh, we saw Falcon Griffin here. Falcon, he was... Yeah. Almik joining in for doubles. And
playing some dubs. Getting second place
nice.
With Sonido and doubles.
Who took first?
I think it was Dee Spickles.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Sick is one word for it.
What about volleyball?
Oh, I don't know who took volleyball. Finals was... I think Spickles was also in finals for that. He might have won.
Nice.
You get a win on doubles and on... that would be crazy.
Damn.
Speaking of crazy.
That was crazy.
Good stuff from Omega, tying up the first stock with that lingering Arsene, and I mean lingering Arsene. So, let's see, with just regular Joker on the field, you got that agileness, you got that small hurt box, you can maneuver your way around and not get killed if you can stay on the stage. You can add that damage, get the percentage up. I don't think you can hope for a second Arsene at this point, and that's probably normal. That's an okay thing. But 85% in climbing with Sonic off stage, I mean, Omega's given Sonido a little taste of what Sonido is usually giving his opponents.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I think a lot of people will probably rag on Sonic for just being an unfun character to watch, unfun character to play. But I have a lot of respect for Sonido because he's my favorite Discord thingsayer. Anytime he says anything in Discord, it's raw as hell. I still remember when he was arguing against Rem, maybe a year or two ago. That was the sickest thing I'd ever got to see on Discord in a minute. And I got a free game off Discord, so...
Oh, nice.
That beat that.
Wow.
Sonido's an amazing thinker, just amazing thingsayer, honestly.
I love that.
You know, just put him in a room with somebody he disagrees with, and it's a lot of fun.
That sounds great. I hope to experience that one day.
I hope we get to see more of that in the future. I hope we get to see it in person.
Oh, for sure. That would be great.
Anyways, as we get into this, Sonido at 120, 33, 34%. And
yeah, he was able to close out the first stock on Omega and get back a lot of spare change in the meantime. However, it's only even. And even with Joker off stage, Arsene is no longer online, which means that your edge guard's suddenly harder, but your ledge trap seems to be just as easy. Good DI is going to keep Omega alive, and you got one more ledge trap opportunity. Omega finds his way back to stage, though, and they're going to get a scramble to see who takes the advantage back. Advantage Omega with that grab. Ledge trap online. Dodges the homing attack.
Solid shield by Omega there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Homing attack on shield is negative enough that you can definitely use an aerial out of shield option. Omega doing so and keeping that stock advantage. However, off stage, really fishing for a Rebels guard because he wants Arsene on before he loses his next stock. And I think he might just get it. That trade was just enough, and Arsene is coming on in 5.
4, 3, 2. There we go. There we go. Nearly.
Close enough.
And Sonido
wanted the 2 frames.
That was bold to charge that forward smash.
He really wanted the 2 frame there, and I think that was fine. You have enough time to go for a ledge trap afterwards, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that successfully, and now he's struggling to find footing back on the field. Good jab. Just jab instead of grab. Beats out the spot dodge. Is a good choice. But Omega's racking it up. Arsene's almost gone, but, I mean, you got 70% out of it.
Yeah. Yep, he gets 70% exactly after that gun volley, and we can kind of see, where Omega is in his mindset. I feel like Sonido is just too... He just feels as though he can go ahead and just kind of whack into Omega here, not really respecting that Omega is playing way more defensively.
Yeah, that was a lot of lack of respect there, and that spin charge into homing attack after that, that was so disrespectful. Omega just shields it really correctly, and then aerials out of shield to get you off stage, and you're in a no-win scenario there, especially when Omega's got a whole stock up. I mean, you had to go for something probably a little bit riskier there, but I think that was just disrespectful and ultimately wasn't going to be your answer. Your best case, even if you get that homing attack, you don't get the kill. I think you should do what has been working for Wrath throughout this bracket and play the methodical slow game and fish for openings.
You know what Omega is in Spanish?
No.
It's Omega.
I thought so.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a Greek letter, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, that's still interesting.
Yeah. It's a little bit of Omega lore for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and see Omega. Really, I think Sonido is finally kind of playing a little bit more on the defensive side here.
Yeah.
Really respecting the fact that like Omega feels really comfortable in this matchup, really comfortable playing around his shield,
Yep.
and we kind of see Sonido really just taking advantage of the amount of space that PS2 is offering him. I feel like on a more closed off stage, it would just feel like more like hyper aggression than anything else.
Yeah, I think Omega kind of has the download on how not Sonic plays, but on how Sonido plays Sonic.
Yeah.
From all their history, like we were talking about, that's probably a big part of it. But just understanding what Sonido wants to go for at any time, it's almost too flowcharty for Sonic to be playing that way, you know?
Right. Ooh,
close.
Yeah, that was really solid. But he's gonna get anything off of that? The A coming
Really
out.
High Aegon. That was very interesting. And you did catch him with it, and so that's ticking up. And that means that even though you lost Arsene, you can still kill Sonido pretty reliably, especially at edge. Oh, but you're going to get edge guarded, and I think that he has jump still. Oh, wow. He did have to save the jump, use the gun to get a little bit closer, close the distance, and Sonido had to recover, so he didn't have time to go for the edge guard. But he does have the lead trap online, and he goes for one more edge guard, and he does get it. Sonido's up this stock, but for how long? 137%. A lot will kill, and especially if you play as disrespectful as you have been on Omega Shield. If you go for a mishoming attack or anything like that, a back air raw coming out will kill you. However, Sonido's playing a little bit more measured, choosing the right options at the right time, making sure that Omega can't get any sort of free out of shield options, but the drag down smash is going to take that stock. Really classic Joker stuff.
Yeah, I really loved how Sonido played that stock there when he was just chasing Omega off of stage and really continuing to keep the pressure on, trying to just if he's gonna get back on stage, he's gonna have to give something up.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's like the perfect way to kind of go about this matchup. Just
absolutely.
When Omega's on center stage, respect the shield, respect his options out of shield, but the minute that he's off stage, just continue to put that pressure on. I think it's a really solid. I think it's just a really solid switch up from Sonido.
Definitely agree with that. And now they're on even footing. Omega's down a good bit of percentage with Arsene nowhere in sight. However, never mind, off stage now. Good little mix-up opportunity there, and honestly, I think you just scared Omega to death.
Yeah, I think Sonido's definitely the willingness to be that aggressive off stage is really paying off in dividends.
Definitely. Yeah. I think this is 1-1 now. Or is it 1-0? I don't remember.
I think it's 1-0. Omega won the first game.
Oh, wait.
This is game 2.
This is game 2.
Yeah.
We definitely have this right, ladies and gentlemen. We are not scrambling. And by we, I mean me. Obviously, Seb knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I've been doing this for 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and see Arsene come out. Arsene named after Arsène Lupin, the famous literary thief from a series of French novels.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. That's actually where it comes from.
You've been talking out of your ass for half the night, so I don't know when you're being real, but that sounded pretty legit.
No, so Arsène Lupin, okay, so if you've heard of Lupin III, he's named after Arsène Lupin, who is so there was a French writer, I don't remember his name exactly.
Spring Jump Gims, by the way, to take that game. So game 2 goes to Sonido.
Yeah, so he basically wrote Arsène Lupin as kind of either a response to Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes or within that time frame. He's a very popular French character.
Okay.
There's a film on Netflix just called Lupin that kind of reboots the Arsène franchise for those who are interested in it. Basically it's for French people.
Okay.
And
Arsène, you're saying Arsène Lupin was French?
Yeah.
So then this character Arsène was based off of a French person?
Yes.
Okay. Every time I personify Arsène now, I'm doing it in a really stereotypical, awful French accent.
There you go.
Unless there's a French player at a tournament, in which case I will not do that.
Yeah.
But until then, every time Arsène comes out, I'm going to go, ha.
Yeah. Well, that's it makes sense because so Joker is what's his crew called? They're a bunch of thieves. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So I
don't know anything about Persona lore.
Yeah. Well, I think it's they're like the Phantom Thieves is what the name of the crew is.
Oh, okay.
And so Arsene being the main character's persona makes a lot of sense just based off of the setting of the game or whatever. Prior to that, like most main characters' personas were like Japanese gods. I think Persona 3's is like Thanatos.
Okay.
And then Persona 4's the MC's persona is Izanagi, who's really crucial to like Japanese creation myth.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I know a little bit too much about Shin Megami Tensei, but I mean,
I still think that's really interesting, and I think it's good that we get to share that with the stream, especially in a matchup where, Joker is pretty prevalent.
Yeah. And Arsene coming out.
Arsene is online.
Yes. Arsene really, I think, okay, yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more life coming out of Omega here as he's just being more willing to kind of play at that distance, utilizing gun volley, utilizing Eha to put the pressure on Sonido.
So the big thing that we were seeing in this game 3 that we haven't seen in the other games is, and speaking of speed of sound, speed. Oh my goodness, that was a very interesting interaction, but obviously you're not expecting to be able to tech that at that time. You didn't think you were going to get slammed that hard into the stage. Anyways, what I was going to say is the speed of sound. Both these characters and these players are playing at hyper speed. That's the entire reason that Sonido took that last game, is because he's just running around Omega. Again, using these spring jumps, keeping Omega on the back foot quickly, making these decisions so that Omega has to make quicker decisions back. And Sonido right now is looking like he's got the faster brain on him. Omega's trying to keep up, and that's what we saw in most of the first stock, is that he's just sharking, playing quick underneath Sonido the entire time, bouncing back and forth anywhere on the stage. But Sonido, once he gets that advantage back, knows how to capitalize on it now, and Omega's not responding in kind off stage, so just really looking rough whenever Omega's off stage.
Yeah, I'm really kind of enjoying just how the springs have been utilized throughout this matchup. It's just like creating a really solid screen that makes it difficult for Joker to recover, and it just kind of makes like I feel like Omega really relies on his grappling hook a lot when it comes to his recovery. And when I feel like he feels a little bit like not insecure, but rather just like unsafe when Arsene is out and he's trying to recover.
Right.
So
I think understandably so, but he's like you said, a little bit too comfortable with the grappling hook whenever Arsene isn't out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Arsene not being out, he's gone now.
I get to see Omega kind of put pressure on Sonido, waiting for that Arsene to come back, waiting to put him in that advantage state. But like, you gotta respect Omega's Joker. Even like when Arsene isn't out, he's still doing his best to like apply pressure, and he can still get kills off of this. Really kind of feeling more comfortable sitting in that center stage, playing off of platforms, just waiting to like build up that. He's building that momentum until Arsene comes out and he can really capitalize.
Yeah, Omega did a really good job getting the stock advantage, and I think Sonido, instead of choosing to play patient to look for openings, is choosing to keep the speed high to look for a kill confirm to even up the stock, and then maybe on the last stock plays a little bit more measured to get the percentage back up. But what you've done, unfortunately, is you put Omega off stage, yes, with Arsene, but now back on stage, yes, with Arsene. 155% is a lot of rage, and that would easily be a back air kill confirm anywhere past like 3/4 of the stage over. It doesn't get the drag down confirm. A little bit too late, I think, on that down, or too low maybe.
Well, he's going to go ahead and get the up air, and that's going to confirm game 3 right there. I really kind of agree with like how Sonido is approaching these games.
Yeah.
Really like thinking about, okay, if I stay in shield and I kind of just like sit around waiting to avoid Arsene, I'm going to lose this game. He's opting to go fast. He's opting to go for those kind of automatic options that just come naturally to him. And if he manages to hit it, he knows how to capitalize. It's subconscious.
Right.
But if he doesn't, then there's enough time for him to kind of back off, increase the space, and then find another way back in.
Right.
And I think right now the onus of responsibility in terms of like how game 4 goes out is really on Omega. I think Sonido has got like a solid game plan. I think he knows exactly what he wants to achieve. And when you, as a player, when you have that kind of really like subconscious, almost like method of victory, it gives you a real huge boost.
Right.
And it just puts the responsibility of the match on your opponent, and you want to do that. You want to put that like kind of psychological pressure on them.
Hard agree. What I'm seeing that's very interesting is that Sonido's not seeing success when he's using spin dash and spin charge, contrary to what Sonic usually finds success in, and finding more success when scrapping. And I'm not sure if it's because Omega is expecting the spin dash and the spin charge for the more patient play, but anytime that Sonido goes in aggressively and like doesn't do anything from full stage, Omega's having a tough time responding to it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it's just that scrappy Sonic that like Sonido has really mastered is paying off dividends. And I think,
oh my God, that was 12 different types of mix-up into the hardest read of your life. I mean, holy. Took his library card for that one.
Really tough, too. Like, Arsene is still out, so there's an opportunity for him to get really explosive damage. But, the forward smash.
Speaking of, took the library card right back. I mean, that was an up-angled forward smash to catch the jump. He really just caught the jump.
Yeah, Sonido refusing to pay any kind of late fees on, like, Season 3 box set of weeds.
No late fees.
No late fees. No Johns. Neither of those. We're going to go ahead and see Omega recover on the stage, but Sonido really honestly, I feel like he's got some kind of edge right now. And I think it's really working out in his favor. If he's able to get Omega closer to the ledge, off stage, especially if Omega has to recover low and like kind of further away rather than directly underneath ledge, he's going to be able to find like some success. He's going to get like pressure with those spring jumps.
Yeah, you got off Arsene off stage, which is fantastic, but also, now he's back on stage, and wow, okay, 25% on Arsene. I mean, it's ticking down pretty quickly. Sonido did a really good job timing that out so that Omega couldn't find the kill confirm. Ooh. And as I say that, with the last breaths of Arsene, Omega closes the stock. And that's really sad if you're Sonido. Sonido's now just looking for F smash, something quick to close out the stock for Omega, making sure that he can't get too much on his dip for this one. But it's going to be a matter of what happens here on this edge guard, this ledge trap. Omega gets back to stage. Oh, doesn't quite catch the down tilt.
Omega's doing a really good job making sure that anytime he's off stage, that he's either just kind of floating back, or if he has to recover flow, he's directly underneath that ledge.
Yeah,
I think he's respecting that spring jump really well. I think he's respecting spin dash really well, and it's kind of throwing a cog in Sonido's plans. 163% for Omega, and Sonido finally being able to. Nope, he's not going to be able to confirm that off of the forward air.
Wow, that percentage too. I mean, that's crazy. Does catch it right there though. Good down smash to take that stock. And it's even Steven Seagal on this one.
You can like Sonido, even though he's at 47%, I think he's just really comfortable, just kind of continuing to apply pressure and gonna pretty much make it even right here. Arsene out for Omega, and he gets some solid percentage off of that up tilt, I believe, or was it up air? I'm not really familiar with Joker like that. Ooh, but Sonido getting the jab.
Chasing him all around. Oh, but the jab block. Oh, it trips up on the jab block. Doesn't actually quite confirm on that one. That's really sad. That could have definitely been the game for Omega, but it might just be turned around. Sonido's on the front foot. Oh, wow. I mean, the mix-ups are crazy on this one. They clearly have played against each other for such a long time, but now Omega's back on the front foot. Can't quite find the drag down. They're scrambling to get position, scrambling to get center stage again, and to see who can keep the advantage. Sonido's got it right now. What's the edge guard? Catches with the spring jump. And he reads the roll with the F smash. Just quickly takes that, and that was, oh my.
That was an incredible sequence that happened right there. It was just like the back and forth, the uncertainty of it all just makes it an incredible set.
It's incredible. And we're going to a game 5 again. Lots of game 5s were blessed in this top 32.
I got you.
And we're just going to see a quick run back. I think we're not going to see anything too special here. Good stuff from Sonido to clean that up. We're back at PS2. And I can't even say that there's going to be much of an adaptation for either side. They've both just played incredibly well. And the entire last stock came down to who remembers their history better, right? Like, it's just reads after reads.
We got to see just who is going to have kind of that subconscious integrity right now. You got to imagine that this is really kind of boring into the tension levels of both competitors. this is a fun set to watch wherever it happens, and whoever goes next, whoever moves on to the next round is definitely deserves it.
Absolutely. Get the throw, but that's going to also turn on Arsene online. However, offstage, Arsene is not where you want to be, as we've mentioned before. Oh, wow, that was a great confirm. Catches the tech into the back air. And Sonido's looking real strong in this Game 5. This is spelling real trouble for Omega. You don't have Arsene, and you don't have a good way to close out this stock quickly. So all you can do is rack up percentage, hope that Sonido doesn't slap you a little bit in the meantime, and see if you can close it out. You can get second Arsene at 40%, and that wouldn't be the worst thing, but if you can close it out before that, all the better.
Yeah. I think also, we haven't really seen kills come off of Sonido until he's in those mid 100s. I feel like you could probably get something here. It's just too much work. You kind of I feel like Omega just needs to continue stacking percentage here until he can get those drag downs into down smashes, like he tried to do right there. Just unfortunately not enough percentage on Sonido right now.
But Omega's done a really good job of not taking a lot of percentage. I mean, he's still got Arsene in the back pocket, which is fantastic, and Sonido's clearly at kill percent. And now that Arsene's online, you have some more options to get this kill. And 60% is still not insurmountable on your second stock if you can close out the stock. That's the contingency.
Yep. 130, 140. Ooh. And he's going to go ahead and chase him off stage.
Gets caught by the spring jump, and now he is dealing with a ledge trap. No Arsene anymore, and you still didn't close out that first stock. You're at 78%, no Arsene anywhere to be seen. Wow, Omega's looking shaky now.
160. You would think that the stock would be confirmed earlier than this, but that's kind of what I've been saying,
Catches that shield drop just barely.
Sonido really hasn't been Omega really hasn't been confirming those stocks until those later 100% stages.
Right.
It's really rough for him right now. I think Sonido is just doing a really good job making Omega work for that percentage.
Now, Omega is at a theoretical 15% right now. Okay,
right.
Hear me out on this. Yes,
okay.
It's climbing 109, 110%, but unless Sonido finds the kill confirm, Arsene's going to come back out again at 130, like we saw before when Arsene came out at 40%, and that's a lot of opportunity to rack that damage back up and potentially even find a kill. However, is that going to spell danger whenever Omega is off stage? We've seen before. He's less comfortable with the Arsene recovery, and there's a lot more ways for Sonido to stop it easily with spring jump options. And let's see if that happens, because Arsene is back.
Ooh.
Misses a spring jump just barely.
Yeah, we still we've seen Omega rack things up to 90%, and then with Arsene out, manage to get some kind of confirmation. But I think Sonido, dang.
Wow. He knew that Omega was going to go for a risky option there. Down tilt was a good choice. And it would have probably caught Sonido on the 2-frame, but Sonido didn't go for the 2-frame. He went for a response option. Unfortunately, also got him killed, so no win scenario there. And Omega suddenly has the advantage. 160%, still no Arsene anywhere to be seen, but a lot of rage and a lot of opportunity to get damage.
I think it's really hard for Omega to it's really hard for Omega to get really solid poker. And he just has to rely on the fact that he has a raw stock advantage. But Sonido's going to make him work for every bit of percentage prior to Arsene coming out.
Omega has no problem with working like that. I mean, he looks like he has 3 jobs. He is putting in the effort right now. 60% and climbing on Sonido is really nice, and you're not taking a whole lot of damage, which means that you have a chance to get Sonido to kill percentage before Arsene even comes out, and that's exactly what you want to be at. Omega is looking strong right here. They're both scrapping, trying to see who can rack up the damage a little bit sooner. Arsene is online. All it's going to take is a couple of hits from Omega to be able to confirm into something strong unless he goes for a hard read. I don't think that's the smartest move right now because you can get punished, and you don't want to lose your Arsene too early. Sonido's going to be looking to trade back damage, try to get Arsene offline, but can Omega make a response right now? Arsene is almost offline, and he's having to deal with a ledge trap right now. Oh, but scraps back, gets the down air. They're just trying to find footing back on stage. Whoever gets the next big hit and puts the other in disadvantage might actually have a real chance to win this set.
Watch Omega here. I feel like he's going to be playing mostly underneath these platforms right now because if he can get that drag down, he's possibly going to be able to confirm into that down smash, into something like a back air. He's just looking for those options underneath platform, and it's all of a matter of whether Sonido agrees to that game plan.
Catches the air dodge with the grab, and Sonido's got to find a way back onto the stage. Omega's just waiting it out, though, but Sonido finds an aerial to get back into stage advantage. Now Omega's on the back foot. That back throw is not going to quite kill at this percentage, but what's the edge guard option? Spring jump's going to catch the grappling hook, but Arsene comes online, and so he gets back. Oh my goodness. This is a scrap. Next hit wins, and they're both looking for hard reads.
And it's basically all up to like how Omega basically responds.
Oh, he reads the jump with the back air. What a fitting way to close out this set.
Yeah, that was that was crazy. That was damn. I had to go talk to my